So these are the side rails made by Andrew, vk3 Bravo Quebec, vk3bq, for the FT817. So they've got little leg stands on them, and I'm going to install them on my radio now. With the side rails came a little Anderson power pole thing to put your Anderson power poles in, some screws and a little wrench. Well, it's not a wrench, it's a Allen key, that's the term I'm looking for. Allen key. So that's what I'll need to install them. So here's the FT817 in question. And there is the screwdrivers which I'm going to need to take the screws out of the radio to put the vk3bq side rails on. So I'm going to start with taking the screws out and I'll be back. Here's the FT817 or FT817, whichever way you want to say it. So, see if the Allen key's the right size. If not, I'll grab the screwdriver out. No, it must be the right size of the screws which he provided. Not to worry. Got a screwdriver here. I've got a cup to put all the screws in, so I don't lose any of the screws. There we go. There's one screw in. There's another screw taken out. There's that going out. These little side brackets for putting on a strap are going to go with the screws, because with the side rails on they can't be used. There we go. There's another screw off. One more screw on this one to take out, so I can install the side rails. Take that off as well with the process, stick it back up with all the other parts which have come out. That to me looks like we're done there. So now I'll get the FT817's side rails made by Andrew, vk3 Bravo Quebec, and with a bit of luck, these are the screws which he provided. So here is the side rail screw. I think, oops, hell if I did it the right way around, wouldn't it? Just talking to myself here. There we go, that's the first screw in. Well, I'm trying to get it in, it's in the hole, but trying to actually put it in, it's very fiddly. I'll be back. I won't get it in quite right, but I'm sure I'll be able to get there. So that would go around. No, I'm just trying to figure out the right way to put it round, because if I can put it round the wrong way, I'll be in trouble. I've just got the first screw in the hole. Now I'm just turning the Allen key. Yes, I know it's the wrong way around to put it in. That's looking pretty damn near in to me. Just give it a quick turn to make sure it's not going to. It's about as far as that screw will go. So now I need to put the next one. Second screw in the side of the transceiver for the legs. From Andrew, vk3 Bravo Quebec. There we go, that seems to be staying in. So now that I've done the back of the transceiver, I should do the front of the transceiver. So give me a sec and I'll be back. Putting in the first top screw. And that's a little bit on the old fiddly side, still trying to get it nicely centered in the middle of the hole, but it's slowly getting there. There we go, seems to be taking, which is always good. So yeah, slow and steady, that will go in, and once this goes in, I'll show you me putting in the other side, then I'll do a review and I'll play with the legs and a couple of other bits. I'll be back. So the Allen key was proving a little bit difficult, but luckily I've got a screwdriver which is small enough to fit the head of this tiny little screw, so I'm going to just stick in with the screwdriver just for easiness. sake more than anything else. So yeah, I'll finish this and I'll be back. How well you'll be able to see that on the camera? I don't think you can actually. Actually, yeah, you can, just in there. I've put the first screw in the top side of this side. So, yes, the tiny little screwdriver with the tiny little end is much easier than the Allen key, I've found. But yeah, anyway, they're going in, and as you can see, the legs come out. You have to be careful though to put them up the right way, because otherwise the legs don't come out properly, or they'll come out the wrong side. So yeah, anyway, I'll put the second screw in the top, and you'll see. On this side, so I've got the first side on, which is nice, and it seems to be working pretty well. So you don't get to see the full effect, because this side still isn't on, but yeah, you can see it's going on, no problem. So as you can see, I took the top two screws up, but silly me forgot to take those ones out. Anyway, as you can probably tell, I'm more of an appliance operator than a technical person, but yeah, slowly getting there. Take these ones that I've got to take out earlier out. I'll go in the cup. In the cup. And just going to figure out which way around they go. I think it's that way. That's what it looks like to me. Now line the holes up with the holes in the radio and get the screws out. So that's the tiny little screwdriver. Oh, it's not tiny, but the end is tiny. Can you see that? Yeah, I think you can. So now let's stick that in there. There we go. Ooh, not the most coordinated person in the world. There we go, that's slowly going in. No, that's not. Probably wasn't in properly. Hold on. Anyway, this is a bit fiddly, so I'll try and do this and I'll be back. I've got the first screw in there, which is good. So now I need to put the second in it, but you can see that it's all the bottom screws on that one aren't they? On that one, but you can see the rough idea of how it's going to hold up now. You can see they're both on quite solidly. Oops, the legs just folded down. But yeah, as you can see, why is that leg folding down? There we go. As you can see now, the leg's not folding down. They're up quite nicely. So yeah, they're working pretty good. So with mine, I got the colour coordinated option because I thought, well, the rig model might look fairly colour coordinated. So this is for your Anderson power poles. At the moment, mine, which I put on a long time ago, is black, but I'm going to replace it with the colour coordinated option from vk3bq. Andrew, this is, I'm just trying to see it from out the camera. So that's the one I'm going to take off, so I'm going to take that off, and I'll show you once I'm taking it off, but it's sort of hard to hold the camera up and do both at the same time. So this is the non-vk3bq case. This is the vk3bq case. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the wiring out of that and stick it in the Andrew case. So yeah, so I'm going to need two hands, so I'll see if I can lean the camera up against something. If I can't, you'll just have to put up with the fact that I've transferred it. I've got this out. Just trying to do it without breaking. So that's the Anderson power poles out. So now I just need to get the little connector out without forcing the cable through, because I don't want to break the cable. There we go, that's that out. So as you can see, little pigtail with the appropriate size adapter on the radio. And that's the Anderson power pole pigtail. So now, to get a light, I need to be able to get that into there and out the other side. There we go, so that's that in. And so yeah, now what I need to do is screw that into the back of the rig and we're done. The connectors, well, it's all colour coordinated. There's and on the back of the rig. So the screw just goes in that little hole. Where's my screwdriver gone? So I can just point at it. So it goes in that little hole there, is where the screw goes. And yeah, we're back in business. Yeah, as we can see, it's on. It seems to work quite well. So yeah, you'll see a review of this coming up, but that's the setup for that's the install video. And as you can see, I've got the colour coordinator one on the back on. So yeah, all in all, very good. Big thank you to Andrew vk3bq for supplying us. 7 freezer. Cheers. Tom vk3FTL.